Hello, hello, and good evening in Australia. I'm here in France and it's morning for me. Hello, hello. I am so humbled and I am so gracefully taking this role
I'm here in France and it's
being here, giving you this masterclass, being fully present here with you. To tell you about, how I came to write into this book and how by writing this book, by doing all that I've been doing, I've been able to embody my next level leadership. And so I want you to know that you can embody your next level leadership because there is no need to be doubting yourself all the time, to lose time doing things that are not aligned with you. There is no need to control everything tightly and know exactly what's going to be happening in a year time. Plan ahead. Too much in control. Just have a structure, but really let the structure be in flow. And then, let the divine timing lead you in your life and let the universe guide you when the time, let the time have the time. So this is what I'm here for. And for sure, I love to be here. Hello, hello, let me know. So when you join in, let me know where you're tuning it from and what, if you have any question, with pleasure, I'll be fully, here to answer your question. Where are you in this journey of leadership? Do you have a business? Do you have clients? Who are your clients? Do you know who they are? I think when we are able to embody next level leadership, at this bigger level, we know who we are, we know who are our clients, and we know what we do, and we just do it. Even if it evolves, it will evolve. It's not stiff. There's the flow of life, but we know that place. So yes, welcome to this summit. I know it's 7 p.m. in Australia. It might be dinner time for some, but whoever's here. And if you're doing the replay, please hashtag replay and don't have any, don't be stopping asking questions because I will come back and answer those questions for sure. So, hi, I'm Annabelle, wild and wise woman, life expansion expert. And I'm here to help you lead from the heart, lead from a sovereign place, and move out of your doubt, of second guessing, of control, of fear. So you can be in your world and you can be leading others from the heart in a sovereign way. So yes. So I will let's have a little waiting for people to come back.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Le temps est bon, le ciel est bleu. J'ai deux amis qui sont aussi mes amoureux. Le temps est bon, le ciel est bleu. Nous n'avons rien à faire, rien que d'être heureux. Mon cœur est grand.
Et voilà. So here I am in France, in my hometown, and staying with my loved ones. And I've been waiting for 3 years to be able to visit again. And in the last 3 years, so much has happened. So much has happened. I found myself in a place where I was really unhappy, and then I let the flow of life guide me. I left my body guide me, and that was for sure, you know, a journey, a big journey. But and there is this place where we want something, we are somewhere we're really not happy, like we somewhere we're not happy, and we want this other place, you know, we want to go there, and there's all what is in the middle. And in the middle, there is this ups and downs. So there's a time where we feel like, oh my God, you know, I really want something new. I really want something new. And then it's like, oh my God, I can't do it. I can't do it. And then I don't know what's going to happen to me. And then again, you know, what do I want? Hello, hello. I feel like Facebook took a little while before showing that I was alive. So here I am, Annabelle, Wild and Wise Woman Life Expansion Expert, and I'm here to do this masterclass, 3 steps to embody your next level leadership. You know, how do we go from doubting ourselves all the time, second guessing, needing others, you know, to really validate what we do, how we do it, where we want to go, to fully be the king or the queen within, and knowing what we want, who we are, who we serve. And then there is always place in the middle where we just go up and down and up and down. And, you know, so often we let others and we let life stop us. And, you know, I can tell you that I let life stop me for many, many years before being here and being able to do that. Hi, Natalie. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. So let me know where you're tuning it from, and thank you for being here. And I would like to tell you a little story that happened just yesterday. You know, often that's just the way it goes. Yesterday, I was up in the mountain with a very good girlfriend, and we had this plan to go hiking, and they're choosing which hike we're going to go and all this kind of thing. Hi, Steph. Nice to see you. And so we, you know, we see the breakfast and we look at all the different walks, and we choose. And finally, I said, let's just choose something, you know, that flow with us. We don't want to go be too tired. And we chose something quite nice and easy. We didn't know about the weather turning really bad, being in the mountain, you know, with storm and things like that. So off we go, and we drive up quite high. And then from that place, we go hiking. And then we had this plan, and the plan was to turn somewhere. And I think we need to turn there, you know. And then my girlfriend's like, oh, no, I don't think it's here. We don't need to turn here. I think we need to go there. And I went, oh, okay, I follow her. I'm not gonna do anything about it. So off we go. And then there was this horde of sheep, everywhere sheep. And we got to this place, and there was a source, there was water there. And we said, oh, I think we're not in the right place, so we're just going to stop here. And I said, oh, look, I just want to go and walk up that source and see if I can bath myself in the source. You know, like, it's the source from the source. Like, we are at the top of the mountain, and it's just so amazing. The water is so clear, it's so fresh, it's so clean. It was beautiful. So off we go, walk up and find the source, and off I go and take off all my clothes and bath and, you know, cleanse my heart and cleanse my mind and cleanse my body. Use this element of water to fully be present in my body and fully bring my body to this next stage, you know. And then in the next, you know, suddenly we looked up above us, and we had dozens of eagles, not just a couple of eagles, dozens of eagles, big eagles, small eagles. They were everywhere, and they followed us, and they stayed with us above us for hours. We were there for 9.5 something until we were there. They was just above us, and they were flying. And, you know, as a shaman, you follow the energy. It's these messages from nature. But what I want to say is, if we would have followed the plan, we would have missed the eagles, we would have missed the source, I would have missed the bath. I would have missed the cleansing. I would have missed. And could I, in advance, plan, oh, today I'm going to go on that walk and I'm going to cleanse in that source. And then I'm going to be, blessed with dozens of egos. You can't really do that. That doesn't. So, trusting the flow, trusting the intuition that said, yeah, maybe we shouldn't be here. Let's just go there, and being able to really move in a way that you will be gifted. You will be gifted. So what happened when we stay in fear, when we doubt ourselves? The energy within our body is so constricted. It's so constricted. Yeah. So to embody this next level, we need to really free the body. We need to really free the body. And so to embody, we need to activate a sensation, a safety within ourselves that really going to be here for us, that we here, we safe, we're grounded in this earth, we're grounded in our body, so we can go and do things a bit different. We can let go of all the control. We can follow the heart. We can follow the ego. We can follow the higher vision. Yeah, living a life of purpose and not just doing what others tell you to do that you should do. Even in our world of personal development, there are so many people who just want to stick to you what they do in a way that doesn't always serve you. And so it's your role to have discernment, to learn to have discernment, that if something comes about and it's not aligned, you are able to say, no, I won't do that. No, I won't do that. I won't do that. So, so this is, I'm just looking at the messages, So really, yes, what is the power? I can feel today, I can feel the egos being with me today. They're still here with me. The energy of the egos are here with me today. And I picked for myself 2 cards before starting this masterclass. And one came is the dragon, because I work with the dragons, the Oisen dragon, which is the king of the dragon. So it's like, really feeling and finding the leader in ourselves, being the leader of ourselves first, so we can be the better leader for others. So many people, they want to heal others and they forgot to heal themselves. They don't have time. They're too busy healing others. They're too busy helping others, telling others what to do. And they don't have time to really walk their talk. So this is so important. How much energy do you put into healing yourself? How much energy do you put into loving yourself, being fully present with yourself? How much energy, do you put to see what is unconscious that comes up and comes to the conscious, so we can move in our journey? If we feel, okay, I'm done, I study, I've done this, I've done that, it's fine. Now I can be in the world helping others. Well, you're not walking your talk. So it's so important to always come back to the self and to be with the self-mastery. Self-mastery is not easy. It's always so easy to help others and see in others what we can't see in ourselves. So welcome to this masterclass. Let me know in the comment where you're tuning it from. And here we are learning the 3 steps to embody your next level leadership. And yes, as I was saying in the comment for the event, wherever you're at, wherever you're at in life, in your work, with your client, in your business, your next level leadership is always to connect to this mastery of the self. The mastery of the self is the key, is the door to open for this expansion. So when we are fearful, when we're not sure, and we always crave the help of others to do for us, to decide for us, then we're still in this contraction of energy. The heart is a bit closed, and we hope, but really at the end of the day, the fear wins, you know. So we find ourselves stressed, and we find ourselves. Hi, Nick. Oh, nice to see you, Nick. Welcome, welcome here. I'm so happy to see you. We've done many good classes with Nick. We've been learning through this Create community, which is amazing. So yes, we are in contraction. Our heart is closed. So to really know that our heart is closed, we don't find out if our heart is closed by looking after others, doing. You know, that's all a bit of a shadow masculine side, you know, doing, being in competition and wanting to be first, wanting to be best. You know, we kind of let go of that and we learn all those beautiful qualities of the divine feminine, of the feminine energy. So what is a divine feminine? Where does this divine feminine come from? What is divine feminine? Is it really impossible? And you know, really, what took me to the divine feminine? My door to the divine feminine was breast cancer. Can you believe it? I mean, I remember when I first found out I had breast cancer, I was so, you know, pushing away the reality, this new reality. I don't want this reality to be my reality. I do not want to have breast cancer. What I'm a natural therapist. I look after people. How can I be here with breast cancer? I do not want that. I cannot have breast cancer until I have to face the fact that this is my new reality. And then, you know, I went through doing things that my body felt were wrong. And so I had a lot of misalignment and a lot of conflict within. So I was never trusting, you know, my decision, and I was never trusting what was happening around. But way after this journey, going through breast cancer, healing, and going worse before being better, you know, going fully into my suffering before wanting to really get out of there, what happened is I connected to my breast. You know, I had years where I kind of denied my own breast. I denied my own body. I felt fully let down. I kind of stopped looking at it. You know, it had scars and it was hurting all the time, and it lost its sensitivity because I did this 6 weeks of radiotherapy. I burned my breast, which was clear already, but for prevention, I burnt my breast, I burnt my heart, and I burnt my lungs. And I let it happen, even that my body was giving me all these signs to say, don't do that. This is not what's going to help you. But I went through this journey, you know, and I connected to my breast. And from connecting to my breast, I connected to my heart. And from connecting to my heart, I realized how close it was, which is a story I tell in the first book, Sacred Rebel, that came out last year. Sacred Rebel, Woman Who Dared to Disrupt. And I tell that story of, you know, connecting to the body, connecting to the breast, connecting to the heart, realizing, you know, as much as I didn't want to, that my heart was closed. My heart was closed. That was it. So I'd love you if you can, if you dare to do that, to say what is the one thing that really helped you go to the next level. You know, so I went to this next level by first going into this suffering. And suffering is grace. You know, I follow the Gene Keys and the human design. And Gene Key, I love Richard Rudd, and with the 7 sacred seals to go to grace, you know, to find grace within. Grace is within our suffering. So we need to love our suffering and respect our suffering so we can rise and shine after that. And so for me, that was this place of connecting to the heart, realizing how my heart was so closed, how disconnected to my body I was, how numb I was. It was heart-wrenching. It was so much grief in losing this connection, you know, because now I'm back, I'm me, I'm strong, I love life, I travel again, I skateboard, I ski, I sail, you know, I hike, I climb and I'm not scared, and I swim nude under beautiful shores. So, when I was numb and I was fearful and I didn't know what to do. So yes, life was very, very different. Hi, Craig, nice to see you. And yes, please, if you're doing the replay, #replay, and ask me a question anytime you want. So we need to feel safe within our body to be able to embody the leader within us. It all goes to the body, because we're in the mind and we learn new things and we go, oh yeah, I need to do that. This is much better after all, what I'm doing. But when we don't, how do we embody that, And how do we embody that? Daily, not just I got this retreat and I'm going to live this amazing experience, which I did in Greece, and then my life has changed. So when we do those amazing experiments, it just show us that place, So we're here, and the retreat, the workshop, whatever we do shows us this different place. And we're like, wow, we're here. It's amazing, yeah. And then there is a journey to go from there to there. It's not like after doing a retreat, I'm all done, my life is changed, I can go back and do all my habits that don't serve me and I'll be just fine. No, it doesn't work like that. It just doesn't work. There's hard work. And that's why, my teaching is all about daily rituals. What are you doing every day? What are you doing every day? To learn to follow your intuition, to learn to feel safe in your body, to learn to feel the body, feeling fully. And when we learn to feel the body, we don't just feel pleasure, we don't just feel, all the good. We feel it all. We feel the grief, we feel the fear, we feel the doubt, we feel the letdown, we feel the contraction, we feel the tension, we feel it. So we are now, so many people have learned to have all these tools to get out of somewhere. And sadly, they're like, oh my God, my sabotage or my lower vibration, I'm in that place, I'm just going to do this and get out of it very quickly. And so a lot of people, they're into, I want to get out of it quickly. Like you get your awareness, your consciousness, you realize you're doing things that don't really serve you. And then it's like, okay, I'm gonna meditate. It's gonna go away. All this tension in my body, all of that, it's going to go away. I'm just going to breathe and it's going to be okay. But it's not something that we do, just once. And the thing is, before making it go away, it's about having a relationship with it, being able to feel it and to realize once I felt it, it's just gone. It's just moved. It's moved and I let it go. I feel it, I accept it, I love it, and I let it go. So how do we do all of that? There's many ways of learning to feel the body, open your body, breathe your body, move your body. And we're all very different, People say, I love gardening, is gardening good enough? And it's like, well, gardening is good enough. You really connect to nature, you connect to the earth, you're moving, you're up and down. Gardening is fun, walking is always fantastic. Always to start, walking is great. Breathing is fantastic, like to learn to breathe properly. Woohoo! I didn't know I could breathe that well. I didn't know my body and all of my cells wanted all that oxygen. And if I would give all that oxygen to my body, all these things will come up that I can let go and move on. Hi, Tash. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. So yeah, there's all these tools that we have, to get out of where we're at. And as well, when we find a difficult situation, often what happens is if we don't have the good habit to do, the good ritual to do to help us move from it, basically we just get stuck in it often as well. And before we realize, wow, I'm stuck somewhere, I need to get out of it, it can be quite a long time. And basically making that time the shorter possible to move while feeling it all is what will help you be your own leader and move on, and realizing that life problems, they life things. Every day we have little problems to solve. And if we dwell on it instead of just moving it through and being in action, then we don't go anywhere. And always connect to the body. Disease. How much disease is a message from your body. When my first message from my body was hurting my back and not being able, because I was taking on a lot of things and I wasn't supported and I wasn't able to support myself. So my back really let go. I was a ski instructor. My dad really didn't like the idea of me being a ski instructor. And so I didn't get support. And so I was really feeling that, and I went and I had all these back problems. So that was a long time ago. But yeah, so when the body is sick, when the body, there's something, same, we can go to the doctor and say, yeah, I have a pill, and push that thing away and forget about it, get on with our life. Or we can just be with it, really have a relationship with that part of ourselves that is sick, that part of ourselves that has a message for us, and be with that place. So, when we do this, we can very much be the leader in our own life and in our own body. So how does intuition, I'll go to the next stage and talking about intuition. If you have any question, please just don't hesitate to ask questions. So the next one is, the importance of intuition, divine, feminine, and using our intuition. What is our intuition, And our intuition is to really being able to get messages, to feel messages, and to say, oh yes, that's a yes, and that's a no. So I have two stories I want to tell you, and that really represent, the mastery of intuition for big decisions. The first one was in 2020. I made, after COVID, it was like I went to this retreat and I was with all these people. I'm like, oh my God, I'm alive. This is when I met Tash, actually. It was beautiful. And I met this other lady who does ayahuasca. And so I felt really, really pulled. I said, oh, ayahuasca, there's something there for me. I'm not sure what it is, but I could feel the pull inside of me. Like, I need to do that. So I had a great time at the retreat. And I thought that my big connection was this lady, when really my big connection was Tash, because she's helped me, in a fantastic way in the last 2 years. So I went home and then I connected to the lady and I made an appointment to say, okay, next time it's happening, I will come. And we had this long conversation about it. Am I ready? And I'm like, yeah, I'm really ready. Da 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 da. I mean, but from the moment I hang up the phone with her and make a decision, yes, I'm going to do it, my body started to tell me no. And I started to be so anxious and I started to lose control, and I had a little car accident and had all this idea of going somewhere and then it wouldn't happen. And then I was like, until the moment but it went for a little while before I realized I made the wrong decision. My body is telling me no. I didn't even realize that my body is telling me no. I was like, oh, what's happening to me? All this dooming, car accident and all this stuff happening to me. I want to go there, but I can't. And I don't know where am I going to go? Like, I was very much lost because I let it consume me for weeks before I was able to go. It's a no. I think this thing is a no for me, or is a no for now. And that's the other thing, we have so much creativity, we have so much idea, things come to us, and we don't always think about parking them, and we get overwhelmed in the complexity of different things to do, when in fact, we can park things in a way that when divine timing come back, then it'll be time to do it, and to be patient, to not want to be into this masculine action, to be doing, even that it's not the right time. So That's the first story. And the second story, I forgot. Sorry. So it will come back. Ask me if you have questions. It will come back. Yes. So last year I sold my house, and so I separated, and now I want to buy myself a house. So it'd be my safety. You know, I'm a Taurus. I love to be grounded. I love a home. I love to have nice things around me. You know, I love all of that, and I want to create that for myself again. So I've been looking. I live in Bellingen now, and I've been looking around Bellingen, and then I have this really cute house. Like, you know, my ego was like, this is a nice house. This is a beautiful bathroom. You need to buy that house. And the house, you know, was like my higher self going, there's no storage, there's no this, it's too expensive, you can't really afford it, blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, but I'm listening to my ego is going, oh my God, this house is so beautiful, it's all new, it looks fantastic, you have a nice view. And then my higher self go, look, it's all noisy at night, it gets a lot of noise from the town, this and that, and I don't think it's really, you know, you're going to have to give away all your things because they just don't fit in it. So, you know, there was this conversation between my ego and my higher self within me. And it's like, it's a huge commitment, yeah? Buying a new home, it's a huge commitment. So on the last day, I wanted to put an offer on this house. So I went to the house, there was nobody there. So I could just sit on the veranda and I asked Spirit, please, Spirit, send me a sign if this is the house I need to buy for myself now. Send me a sign to tell me that this is the house. I am sitting there looking around for 20 minutes, realizing that when winter comes, the sun is behind the trees and the house gets no sun as well. And there's nothing. And I went, okay, I think it's a no. And then I walk home, and on the way home, I asked Spirit, okay, so now I think it's a no, but I would love to confirm. So please, Spirit, send me a sign to tell me it's a no. So I walk home, and halfway there, I get this little dragonfly really flying around me, you know, beautiful sign. Dragonfly going and going and going. It's like amazing. And I'm like, oh, that's a sign. Maybe it's a no. Maybe the no is confirmed, but I'm not sure. I arrive home and I look for my mail, and I found a big frog in my little box. And I'm like, ooh, I think that's a sign. I think it must be a no, but I'm not sure. I'm still not sure. You know, my ego is still there going, this house is so good for you. And then I walk up the driveway, and as I arrive home, I see this big red belly snake go over into the garden. And then I went, yeah, it's a no. It's official, it's a no. So this is my intuition. This is my connection to, instead of losing myself into buying something that is not for me, losing all my money, my energy, you know, the universe is here to help me. And I can read the signs, and I didn't buy this house. So I am renting a very cute little house that is all that I need and not really what I wanted to start with, but it's just perfect. So what can you do next, you know, to learn to really rise up and embody your next level leadership? So let's go back. We need to feel safe in ourselves, safe in our world, know who we are, what we do, and who we serve, and connect to your sacrum, to the earth. Feel fully embodied, grounded in this earth. Hi, Christy, nice to see you. And then second, you know, we need to connect to the body and listen to the body and listen to the sign, and go from this contraction or too much contraction to really be into expansion, and to really connect to the heart and listen and accept. You know, even when I say it, for me, it was cancer. I was like, I wasn't accepting cancer, but it was there for me. And then finally, you know, learning to listen to the sign. So the sign, they can be in the body, the sign, they can be around in nature, and making decisions for yourself that will save you energy, save your time, and all this time that you save, you can go and do more of what you love instead of being, like shadow masculine energy of being the slave of your business. I've been here doing this on Facebook, having my business going for years now, and I've had many people going, you need to do this, you need to do that, and I'm like, I don't think the time is right for me to do that. And I was able to say no and to not get myself into things that I didn't want to do. I didn't do that all the time. I did say yes as well, and I did, learn things and realize that it would feel so different when I do something that is aligned and really help me move forward, and when I do something that is not. So my other guides, they're the dragons. That's what I talk about in the book. So go and read the chapter. I was going to read a chapter, a piece, but I don't think I will, because I'm going to do card. Let me know if you want a card. I've got dragon wisdom. I love to share my dragon wisdom because the dragon has come to me, and the dragon has helped me to feel the magic, the abundance of the world, and feel fully protected in this world. So I'm happy to share the magic of the dragon with you. And the other one is the tarot. I finally started to do tarot, and I love it. And it's like this tarot is amazing. And today, before that class, I picked for the class the King of Pentacles and the King of the Dragons. Isn't it amazing? So this is for me, and this is for you. This is for all of you who are here today, receiving the energy of the King of Pentacles, which is abundance, with generosity, abundance with prosperity, giving and receiving and giving. And the King of the Dragon. No one rides the King of the Dragon. You just follow the King of the Dragon. This is a leader. The King of the Dragon is a leader and is leading into giving love to yourself. And from yourself, when you find the source of love within yourself, you can give it to the world, which is what, a sovereign leader is all about. Generosity, compassion, love. So who wants the card? Dragon magic. Yes. Woohoo. Ness, you're the first one. So I pick a dragon for Ness. And those cards that I picked, are for the group, are for this. Everyone will do the replay. We'll connect to that energy. I hope the fan is not making too much noise. Let me know. But if I don't have the fan on, yeah, it's pretty bad. There's so much noise if I leave the windows open. I'm on the 7th floor. Okay, Ness. Oh, Ness. Woohoo. Ooh. It's a unicorn. And the dragon is lost. So I will read it for you because I haven't seen that card before. So what is lost for you? I will read it. You are a dragon rider, the warrior of the light. As we know, you have been placed here on earth to fight for a better world. We, the light-filled warriors of Lady Gaia, it's amazing when it's the beings that live on earth love this world. We stand up for love and light because they are wonderful and yet they could be lost. Deep within us, we have the knowledge that we are ready to connect once again with the power of dragons and unicorns. It is in our nature to protect and preserve. Be aware that our earth is a paradise to be reconquered with your help. Focus on what is valuable, on what could be lost, on love, on wonderful and divine creation. And on the natural world here on earth. Do whatever is in your power to protect nature, including your own natural environment. We are who we are only because we have something to lose. We warriors of the light, dragon riders, unicorn souls, sorcerers, and priestesses. Our belief is our sword. Our love is our shield. We are the guardian of this world. Call your dragon and join with it in entering the service of love. You find yourself a new helper, and it's a dragon and a unicorn. Loveliness. Oh my God. And Christy. Yes, card for Christy, for sure. What is Christy? What is it? You know, if you have a special question, please ask a question. And I will do the card only if you ask in the comments. So if you want a card, please let me know. So what is the direction for Christy? What does she need to know? Who is the dragon's going to help Christy move forward into her world? And I think here it is. It's been jumping at me. Little jump. Very exciting today. Oh my God, Christy is the universe dragon. The universe, look at her. How posed is she, looking from the top of the cliff with this dragon of the universe holding her, keeping her safe, keeping her fully sovereign, the queen. I will read for you. I haven't seen my card before as well. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Your great mission is not limited to Lady Gaia, which you know, our earth and its inhabitants. Beings in many worlds are in need of the light cast by you and your dragon, in need of your love and strength. We live in a wonderful time, a time of change, and it should be a time of transformation for you too, a transmutation that brings ever greater deeds. Have no doubts either about yourself or your dragon that are sown by the shadows in our heart in order to gain power over us. That can kill your dragon, removing it from your life entirely, as if it had never been made. Do not let this happen. Believe in the deep and ancient connection between your heart. Fly with your dragon out into the endless void and protect every world in every dimension from the shadows of their power. One thing is certain, just as love ruled at the beginning, so it shall rule at the end, because we know deep in our hearts that love cannot be conquered. For as long as there are dragons and dragon riders, there will be hope and courage. Grow beyond yourself and have faith. Fly with your dragon to other planets to learn and help there. Fly to the planet Sirius, where there is a university for spiritual beings. You will find a good teacher there, and your dragon will help you go out and achieve great things. Fantastic, fantastic. This is so good. Oh, and I forgot to record the thing, but you know, can't be perfect. Anyway, this is great because this is so much you, Christy, as well. So if you've just joined this masterclass now and you want a dragon card for a bit of a direction, guidance for what you need to know next, who is a dragon who can come and help you? And for Craig is this one right there. What does Craig needs to know? Ooh, decision, the brown tree dragon. I think I put my finger a bit too low. So, oh, yeah, I've fixed my microphone. Anyway, it can never be perfect, can it? Perfect is tomorrow. Perfect is every day. It is perfect like that, with my microphone in the wrong place and forgetting to record the thing. It's still perfect. Decision. A decision must be made and you cannot put it off. A postponed decision will turn into a ball and chain around your ankle. Call the old brown tree dragon to you and ask it for help. This dragon takes slow steps towards you. Its body muscular, its chest broad, and its clothes impressive. Free yourself from all thoughts of right and wrong. There is no right or wrong. Things just are. Tell the brown tree dragon the decision you are putting off and ask it for support. It opens its mouth and breathes on you, and its breath surrounds you, shimmering in a brown mist. Taking this shimmering brown light in huge gulps down into your heart and into both half of your brain. A decision is often accompanied by a release. So let go of all the things that are blocking your decision. This is a short exercise and can be performed anywhere. Perform it 3 times a day on 7 successive days. 3 times a day on 7 successive days. And you will know what is the decision. You know, the decision, often it's the elephant in the room. You know, for me, I didn't want to divorce, but I had to make the decision to ask for divorce, to separate. I didn't want to sell my house, but I had to make the decision to sell my house. I felt like I've built something so beautiful, I can't let it go. But, you know, I think when we build something really beautiful, we need to be aware when it's complete, when it's time to make it complete, to give it death so we can rebirth, which is very much what I talk a lot about in my chapter. I talk about this cycle of life, death and rebirth, and often we start with the fear of death. We have so much humanity. What is humanity fear? How human we are here, scared of death. We're scared of death. The deaths are death, physical death. We're scared of the death of what we've done. We're scared of death of relationship. We're scared of death of places. We're scared of death of people, others. You know, we're scared with death. Humanity is scared. So to be able to go beyond that, to connect to our limitless, immortal soul, we need to feel safe within ourselves. We need to feel our body. We need to trust our intuition. We need to wait for divine timing so we can make those difficult decisions that will propose us in a different world. Hallelujah to rebirth. Yes, for sure, for sure, for sure. So, did I do a card for Steph? Yes, she asked. Oh, I think I'm going to do a lightsay for Steph. I love the lightsays. I love the artwork. It's just amazing. So what is for Steph? Who is going to help Steph today and guide Steph? What does she need to know? And it's right here, right now. Very simple. Oh my God. Look at her. You're going to love her. Queens of Wands. Queen of Wands. Woohoo! Yoo-hoo! I think the color, I know that's good on what I see, you know. Okay. You are calling in the Queen of Wands, my darling. Woo-hoo-hoo. And what is she saying to you? That Queen of Wands. It's about creativity, passion, determination, confidence, joy, bold expression. You need to be even bolder than what you are. Helping others as you build your queendom and in power. I think it's so perfect for you. I just love that. Yes, Kathy Cross, I see you. I'll do a card for you. You are capable and fierce. Aren't you, Steph? We know you are. It's time to root into your purpose and boldly step into the limelight of your life. The Queen of Wands radiates creativity and passion wherever she goes. And when she enters a room, her exuberant charisma and confidence are palpable. Don't be afraid to be the center of attention. And for God's sake, stop acting small in order to make those around you more comfortable. So yes, you still need to act even more bold. I think you're pretty bold. Make sure fiery bursts of productivity are accompanied by laughter and gratitude, connection, appreciation, and love. It's okay to hold shadow in all of this light. Don't push it down so deeply that you can't find it again. Accept the parts of you that you don't openly share. The past values that have held you back, they don't define you, so transmute that shadow. Sit with it briefly and then light it on fire because you don't need it anymore. I fill my world with an intense light that connects and incites passions. Be with a passion. For me, it's like the message is, Steph, you don't need to do that much. You just need to be more present with yourself, to process more on yourself. So, don't give all to your work. Don't give it all. Keep some for yourself. Keep working on your own mastery. This is very important. Keep that space, that energy, because it's all about giving and receiving, And while we're waiting to receive from others, we need to receive from ourselves. The self-love, receiving to us is what is so important. So making time for self-love rituals is the message for me. I love you, darling. I can help you with that. I know you can help me and I can help you back. We can do a trading. Love that. So yes, next. Yeah, very grateful to be here with you all. Kathy, so what does Kathy needs to know? And I'm gonna do a tarot card as well for Kathy. I'm having fun with you today. It's lovely. I will finish in an hour, but if anyone else pop in and wants a card, please let me know. Because after all, the cards that come for everyone are for everyone, because we hear it, our body remember it and process it, and we are all the Queen of Wands. We are all here with our passion. We're all here having to make decisions. We're all here with this dragon of loss. We all have something to lose, so we want to fight for it within ourselves. This is for Kathy. Kathy, what is your card? What is your direction? 2 of Cups, beautiful. Cups is love, feeling the cups. And the 2 of Cups is, there is a decision. Yes, there is a decision for you to make. 2 of Cups is about decision. And decision to be together, and whatever decision you make, I think whatever decision it is, you will still go ahead. It's a beautiful card. Let's see where are the cups. Cups are here. Finding a romantic partner, soulmate, friendship, connecting to your heart, your passion and kindred spirits, finding your soul tribe with joy, soulful connection, soulful cooperation, union, and really, seeing the duality to be with the togetherness, bringing love to consciousness. And I think for you, Kathy, what comes up is, the soul that you are craving is within you. And again, self-love is the answer. Self-love is the answer for you too. When you share your joy with those around you, you will attract deep and meaningful ties with others. These card whisper of romance and love. bliss and attraction and the unity of the like-hearted. Sometimes it signifies the beginning of a new friendship or business partnership, while on the other time it marks a profound romantic union. This perfect pairing of matched souls has the potential to develop into a magical and intoxicating entanglement of twin flames, or the merging of paths that will be forever united or change as a result. I feel that this soul is your own soul, that is your human self with your soul self, with your light self, you know, and all these partners to come together and feel whole. And when you feel whole, you will rise and shine, and you will attract that soul that you really want to shine with, not to shine from. I thrive in partnership, and my heart leaps with joy when I connect. Hey, hey, beautiful. Really happy with all of that. And yeah, today is perfect. I finally got my background working. I've been practicing that, but I love the way it comes into my dress as well, you know. I love that. Yes. Oh, yes, I agree. It is myself. Perfect. We avoid ourselves because ourself is the elephant in the room, you know, being able to love ourselves. And when we love ourselves, when we really sit with ourselves, with our pain, with our grief, with our loss, you know, with our tension, we can sit with love and compassion for ourselves. Then we'll be able to do that with others, you know. And then this is really moving from this masculine energy, overdoing of the masculine energy of being into doing, serving others, and really finding worthiness from helping others, into finding the love and the worthiness within ourselves, so we can serve with no tension. We can serve with openness, you know. The weekend I sold my house, that was so difficult. That was such a difficult stage. I sat there and I went, I open to life and I surrender to my destiny. You know, and I dropped such a big weight to do that. So what is the weight you need to drop? What is the weight you need to drop? What is there stopping you, contracting you, keeping you in working hard, doing more than you really need to? You need to keep energy for yourself. You need to keep energy for your family. You need to feel joyful again. You need to feel happy. You need to feel pleasure. This is bliss, you know? And this is not going to happen by working super hard, helping others all the time, and realizing one day that you've been fully letting yourself off and behind. So here is so if you need help, I've got a course called Femme Intuition that's coming when I go back to work. It'll be coming. And you'll be able to buy, a pre-sale, very cheap. So that's coming probably in November, I said. And then, because I think I might stay here a bit longer. And then, yes, if you want to work with me on one-on-one, I put a link here, and there is my, go into the book, and there's all the links in the book to do whatever you want to practice with me. I've opened a few sessions at the end of September. Now I'm off to follow my heart, to follow my intuition that said, you need to go and do this 7-day Mary Magdalene retreat, which is going to happen between the 17th and but this week, at the end of the week, which wasn't planned at all. I just booked myself to go to Glastonbury for the full moon and connect, because the veil is really thin, and I think I've got messages to hear, and I'm ready to hear those messages so I can lead myself and guide you in a better way. You know, I'm leading myself. I'm only guiding you. Be the leader within your life, within your work, within your family, with your relationship. You know, you are only the leader of yourself. I am only the guide. I am on the side road, just telling you, yes, no, okay, come on, you can do it. You know, don't let your saboteur stop you. So find your light, rise and shine in this world. You know who you are, you know what to do, and you know who you serve. And if you don't, come and talk to me. Sending love to everybody. Glastonbury is amazing. I know. I'm like, chill, chill, chill. You know, my body is so alive, waiting for that. And it's my 4 days alone. I'm gonna actually, I'm doing 2 days alone, and then I'm joined by this amazing English mystic who works with dragons. And I connected with him like 2 years ago to learn about my dragon. So now I have two good dragons, two big dragons helping me. The masculine big, you know, really grounded, and then the feminine is really flowy and flying. So yes, yes, yes. Lots of love to all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. And remember, you're the leader of your world. Self-mastery is the answer. And when you can't do it, just ask for help. We're all here to help. Lots of love. See you soon.